Judge Napolitano, who's filling in for Glenn Beck, and he has some interesting ideas. You can't really call them facts because they're not. They're almost totally lies. but he has some interesting ideas about what health care reform might lead to. So let's go to clip number 7 here.
Last Saturday at 11 o'clock in the evening, the House of Representatives voted by a 5-vote margin to have the federal government manage the health care of everyone in America at a cost of over $1 trillion over the next 10 years. For the first time in American history, if this bill becomes law, the feds will force you to buy insurance you might not want or may not need or cannot afford. If you don't purchase what the government tells you to buy, if you don't do so when they tell you to do it, if you don't buy just what they say is right for you, the government may fine you, prosecute you, and even put you in jail. Freedom of choice and control over your own body will be lost. The privacy of your communications and medical making decisions with your physician will be gone. More of your hard-earned dollars will be at the disposal and tender mercies of federal bureaucrats. It was not intended to be this way. We elect the government. It works for us. How did it get so removed, so unbridled, so arrogant that it can tell us how to live our personal lives? Evil rarely comes upon us all at once, and liberty is rarely lost in one stroke. It happens gradually, over the years and decades and even centuries. A little stretch here, a cave-in there. Powers are slowly taken from the states and the people. And before you know it, we have one big monster government that recognizes no restraint on its ability to tell us how to live. It claims the power to regulate any activity, tax any behavior, and demand conformity to any standard it chooses. Many of you have asked, what can we do now about the loss of freedom? We can vote the bums out of their cushy federal offices. We can persuade the state governments to defy the feds in areas like health care, where the Constitution gives the federal government zero authority. We can ask our state legislatures to threaten to amend the Constitution, to abolish the income tax, to return the selection of U.S. senators to state legislatures, and to nullify all the laws the Congress has written that are not based on the Constitution. But there is one thing we can't do. Just sit back and take it.
He's filling in for Beck, so he's trying to do it Beck. What can we, the people, do? But, he, to be fair to him, he hasn't hosted that much, so he's obviously reading as you watch him, and he's like, and then what can we do? We can take the government back. And I don't know how you listen for longer than 2 minutes. I'm sorry I subjected you to that. I mean, the guy sounds like a frog. He looks like a frog. Okay, but I'm picking on things that I shouldn't be picking on. Let's concentrate on what he said. The government is going to put you in jail. Really, Judge Napolitano, can you point to where in the healthcare reform bill it says that if you don't pay the mandate, you go to jail? Look, I don't like the mandate. If it doesn't have a public option, then I'm not in favor of the mandate. I get why we need it, but only if it's coupled with an option that's reasonable, where I can buy the insurance at a lower cost, or one that I know is at least going to cover me, right? But nowhere in the bill does it say that we're going to lock you up if you don't pay that mandate. That's just obviously totally made up. Number two, he says, and this was my favorite part. I mean, you would think that lie is my favorite part. No. Right afterwards, he said, they're not going to let you to have choice over your own body. You serious? You serious? I mean, the Republicans all just voted for the Stupak amendment. Nearly all of them did in the House. Pro-life amendment that says that you're not allowed to choose what you do with your body if you're a woman. In fact, you're not even allowed to buy any insurance to cover you for that. And they're structured in such a way that almost none of the insurance that participates in the exchange will be allowed to cover abortion. You're talking about getting between you and your doctor? You're talking about how the Democrats are going to tell you what to do with your body? Oh, come on, Judge, take it easy. Take it easy. Wait, look.
You have a camera up your nose.
Damn it, I'm in the wrong bank again. Okay. No one does more wrong sound effects in the history of radio or whatever else we do, in the history of talk shows, than I do. Okay, anyway. So then, of course, he gets to the Constitution. We're going to annul all bills that are not in line with the Constitution. Really, just make an argument. How is it not in line with the Constitution? Tell me. They never do. If you notice, they always say, it's against the Constitution. They never explain why, right? All right, and then finally, my second favorite part. What's his answer to all this? What should we do? Abolish the income tax. Yeah. Get angry, get really angry, and then at the end, make sure you take away all taxes so all of us rich people can, skate. Really? We're going to run the government without any income tax. These guys are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, man. They're just absolutely bat crazy. Okay, there's a word that should be in there, but you get the sense of what kind of bat crazy they are.